Welcome to Escape the Box Piano. It's Dan here, and in this video tutorial we're going to be looking at Billy Joel's wonderful ballad And So It Goes. Let's get stuck straight in. In the right hand we're going to start around middle C. So we're going to put our thumb on G, second finger on middle C itself, and fourth finger on E. And we're going to start just by playing middle C. And then we're going to play that chord with the G, C and E. And we're going to move our hand up, just very slightly. Thumb comes to the B, second finger on middle C and fifth finger on G. And play that. And then move the hand up so the thumb is now on C, the fourth finger's on the G and the fifth finger's on the A, and play that. We then go back to the previous chord, B, C, G, back up again, C, G, A, back down again, B, C, G, and then we move, so our thumb is on A, fourth finger on D, fifth finger on E, and play that. And whilst we're holding the E, we're going to release the D and the A. And we're going to move so that our thumb is on the E lower down, second finger is now on the A, and third finger is on the C, and play that. So those two chords together, remember we're going to hold down the E. Then we're going to move to the chord of G major, so G, B and D, and then G, C and E. We repeat those two chords, G major, and then that inverted C major, G, C and E. Move our hand back up, B, C and G. Now just move the thumb down to A, so we've got A, C and G. And then E by itself, and then a chord of G major again, G, B and D, this time with our thumb, second and third fingers. And at this point, the entire pattern that we've just learnt repeats again with a small change at the end. So, from the beginning. And then back to the chord of G major, and this time G major, and then the G, C and E. Now we move up to B, C and G, and then A, C and G, again the E, and then move to a chord of F major, F, A and C. Play the A by itself, and then C, G and E. Meanwhile, in the left hand, here's middle C, 2 octaves below. We're going to start with our fifth finger on the C, and this is a single note supporting the chords over the top in the right hand. The progression is C, then E, and then F, second finger, back to E, F, G, and then go down to a low A, and then up to the octave above that with the thumb. Then over with second finger onto the B, C, repeat that, B, C again, and then E, F, and G, and and then that repeats with a slight difference at the end. So back down to the C, E, F, E, F, G, A, and then octave A, and then over, second finger, to B, C, and then E, F, G, C. Put the hands together and it looks and sounds like this. Let's speed that up a little and put some sustain pedal with it. Before we start looking at the structure, let's take a look at the second part of the piece. So the right hand, back to middle C, and then C and E, then C, E and G, and then stretch C, E and C at the top. Then, whilst you're holding down the C and E at the bottom, put your fourth finger on the A, and then lift up C and G, F, and then lift up and put D and G down. Now F with third finger, C and E, hold that down, play the A at the top with the fifth finger, and then lift C and A, E, third finger, lift and move slightly, thumb now on the A and third finger on the D, hold down the A and move quickly between C and D, and then whilst holding down the D, move your thumb and second finger to the G and the B. That then repeats in a similar manner, so C, C and E, C and E and G, C, E, high C, A, lift, C and G, and then F, G, back to the F, now C and E, and then A, and then B, and then C, then C and B, and then A, and then a chord C, D and G, hold down the G and move to B and D. Supporting this in the left hand, so the first half of the second part, an octave below middle C, we're going to play 3, 4 and 5 on C, B, B flat. Stretch second finger to the G, and then C. Lift, move down, we've got a chord of A and then F with fifth and thumb. And then A flat, F, and then C. Now we're going to move right down and we're going to play octaves with thumb and fifth finger. First of all on G, then A, and F sharp, and back to G. The second half of the second part, again we're on C, B, B flat, 3, 4 and 5, G, C. That chord again, A and F, A flat, F, C. Again, we're going to go for octaves in the bass now, so thumb, fifth finger on G, A, F sharp, and then play the upper G first with the thumb, and then bring in the lower G with the fifth finger. Hands together. Speed that up and with some sustain. Fundamentally, you now know everything that you need to play this piece. There are a couple of times where it shoots up an octave in the right hand. The left hand stays exactly the same. The first time this happens, it's the second half of the first part. So it looks and sounds like this. And the second time it goes up in the right hand, it's the first half of the first part, which looks and sounds like this. Finally the ending, very slightly altered, and it looks like this. In the right hand. So you can see that's the first half of the second part. And now, to finish off, last couple of bars, come down to the F, then C and E, G, play that chord, C, E and G. Quickly, it's now E and D with third and second fingers. And then jump to chord of F major, F, A and C. And then again, and then a chord of C major, E, G and C. Underneath that, in the left hand, C, B, B flat, G, C, and then a chord of A and F, and then again A, F and C. And now we're going to play octaves in the bass, so G, and then F and F, back to G, and then C, low C. You can even do an octave below. I think my finger goes off the camera at this point. Hands together. Speed that up just a little and with some sustain. As always, I do hope you found this tutorial useful and fun, enjoyable and all of that good stuff. Take a look at my other video for a performance of this piece so you can see how all of those different parts stitch together to complete the piece. And of course the structure of the song is on screen for you right now. As always, leave comments, do like the video, subscribe to the channel for more tutorial videos, and I'll see you soon.